Hey, what's up, guys? This is gonna be my Rube Goldberg project for second hour Mr. White science class. So before I go on to making the showing up the whole thing, I'm going to explain how it works. So first of all, we start off with this item. The idea is that you have to click this item twice. So what's gonna happen if you click it once? As you can notice, this redstone comparator will light these redstone sleeves. You can see two of these are already lighting up. However, this third one needs to be updated, otherwise this redstone repeater is not going to set up the rest of the redstone. So if we click it a second time, the whole thing goes over. Alright, and if you don't know what just happened, this redstone went through this block and it updated a redstone powered rail, which powers the minecart. The minecart will then go down these slides, and then a detector rail will detect with the minecart going around it, and it'll set up the new redstone. Let me reset this real quick. Cool. So then the redstone will go through. Just to make sure the redstone goes properly, we have a redstone repeater on 0 ticks in order to make sure the redstone reaches all the way over here. We'd have a note block right here that the redstone will automatically light it and a beat will be placed. Yeah. And then right here we'd have a skulk sensor in order to detect. It's kind of like airwaves. It's going to hear the sound. It'll detect it, the redstone will set up. Now obviously I'm using a different block to represent skulk sensor, because if I use a skulk sensor now, the whole thing is going to go set up. And at the end there's something special that's going to happen, and it could blow up this entire machine, which I worked a while on, so I don't want that to happen. So this is going to be a quick representation of a skulk sensor. So it'll detect the beat of the note block being placed. It'll deactivate this piston. It'll move up this redstone block, activate this piston because of that redstone block. And it does that again. Then this redstone block will go into that one. This redstone block will go into this dispenser that is loaded with arrows. Then these arrows will then fire. It will then sense another skulk sensor that is right here. When the arrow lands right here, when the arrows land anywhere on this platform, this skulk sensor will detect it. It will go down and go through that dispenser right there, as it will spawn in a zombie. The zombie will then stay there. Will go there, deal a little bit of fall damage. It will then stay there, walk across that pressure plate. This iron golem will then kill the zombie. The rotten flesh that comes out from the zombie will then land on this pressure plate, and then it'll set up this redstone here that'll detect these dispensers that are holding TNT, and then it'll also light these ones as well that also are holding TNT. However, if I do this normally, if I accidentally do this incorrectly, if I have a normal redstone dust, these dispensers and these dispensers are going to light up at the same time. That's not what we want. If that happens, if these happen at the same time, the TNT that spawns from here is going to blow up and launch the TNT that goes here, and that's how the TNT will then blow up that. However, if these things are on the exact same time, these things are going to blow up, and this entire thing is going to go to smithereens. So you want to have a redstone repeater here. I think we gotta place it this way. We want to have this on full ticks, because that one tick is like 1 extra millisecond of time between that TNT setting off and this TNT setting off. So only a little bit of time, like even every single millisecond counts. Alright, so now that I've explained how this thing works, if I now test it. Now I really hope this thing does not spawn mobs, because that's kind of how this glitches. Anchor goes over, it sends a note block, arrow lands, zombie has been spawned. Alright, now this thing should hopefully work. Alright, Iron Golem, do your job. Yes, it works. TNT's been spawned, and it's been blown up, and subscribe to another's Brawler.